Okay, so we're going to talk about exercise number 2 now, and this is an exercise designed to stretch into the front of the chest and the rib cage at the front here. There are 2 ways of doing this. The first one is a little less engaging, it's not quite as strong, but it's particularly helpful if you've perhaps got problems with your shoulders, you can't lift your arms very well, or you feel particularly tight through the chest. So what we want to try and do here is engage the 2 muscles that lift the ribs at the front. So in particular, there are 2 muscles, the pectoral muscles, pectoralis major and pectoralis minor. There's small muscle, there's pectoralis minor, and then pectoralis major is the big pec muscle that you often see again in bodybuilders, big chest muscles. To stretch these muscles, it's relatively straightforward. To do it sitting like this, what I'm going to ask Teresa to do is to place both her hands either at the back of her neck or on top of her head. So if you're not very flexible through the shoulders, you can do like so with your hands on your head. If you're not very flexible through your shoulders, you can just keep your arms by your sides and you can on your waist like that, and you can try and draw your shoulder blades backwards. That creates a similar stretch. It's just a little bit harder to get the full stretch into the chest, okay? So that's more for people who have shoulder problems. But we'll use the hands on the head exercise today. So hands on your head, you can link the fingers together or rest them on your head, whichever's easiest. And for this exercise, again, we're using breathing. So I'm going to ask Teresa to take a deep breath in. And as she breathes out, she's going to bring her elbows backwards. And then as she breathes out, the elbows go forwards. So let's just start from the beginning. We'll start from that neutral position. And as you bring your elbows we're trying to do this on the out breath, okay, on the in breath. So breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. So that helps you stretch on the in-breath. You can also maintain this position. So when you've really breathed in and stretched, as you breathe out and as the ribs drop, keep the elbows in that position, and that enhances the stretch a bit further. So as the weight of the chest descends and the ribs and the lungs collapse a little bit, they start to pull more on these chest muscles. So you can vary this with your breathing. And again, it helps to decide what you're most comfortable with and what really feels as if it's stretching into the chest. I'm going to get Teresa to put her hands down for a second. Be mindful that this can sometimes cause tingling or discomfort into your arms. The nerves that come from the neck run underneath the collarbone and into the front of the shoulder. So that position can sometimes put a bit of pressure on the blood vessels and nerves. And for some people that can cause a slight tingling feeling in the hands. Now that's not a harmful thing. If you feel that's happening, just drop your arms back down to neutral and that will recover quite quickly. So with that stretch, just repeat that with 5 good in-breaths and out-breaths. The variation of this, if you want a slightly stronger stretch, you can use it with the arms more fully extended. So in this instance, I'm going to ask Teresa to bring her arms up above her head, just to this position here. And again with breathing, I'm going to ask her to take a deep breath in, bring the arms backwards and then breathe out. Keeping the arms in this position and then breathe in again. And each time she breathes in, just taking the arms back a little bit further and breathe out. And breathe in again. And breathe out. So this is again a really powerful stretch for the large pectoral muscles. And again, just repeating that 5 times with the in-breath and the out-breath. Okay, and when you finish that cycle, just bring your arms carefully back to your side so you can relax. And that really opens up the chest in a very powerful way and is a very useful exercise to help engage those muscles.